Yes, that's what is going on. We are back. Welcome back to From the Cop to the Couch. It's just me today. We will have another co-host, as you would have saw in yesterday's trailer. It's huge news, guys. We are back. Not just for another 7 episodes or whatever, then we stop for 4 months. We are back for good. For good. And I don't mean it in a bad way. Today, we're going to be talking about Jeff Bezos. He's buying Liverpool. We're going to be talking about transfer, rumours and updates about Liverpool and what happened last season that went so far wrong and what we can do this season to divert it and to make it into a good season under Iraola. Big man Iraola, straight from a Marvel film. What a guy. Honestly. First up, welcome back, guys. It's been a long time. Last episode, we had Chef Dave on, and he talked to us about his experience as a Liverpool fan and how he got into cooking for the Liverpool players himself and living the dream that his young childhood self would have been absolutely astounded to hear. And he, my friends, is going to be my co-host bi-weekly. Every other week, this guy is going to be sat right here, and every other week we'll hopefully have a guest on. But since it's like the first episode of the new season, I didn't want to have another person on. Do you know what I mean? I'll just introduce it. So we're also having sparking new ideas. This background, oh, trust me, it's going to get so much better. We're going to have signed shirts, we're going to have signed boots, we're going to have signed everything. We've already got the Suarez shirt. We've got You'll Never Walk Alone. We've got, if any eagle-eyed people are here, tell me what that is in the comments, because I would be interested if you know, because it's quite the distance away. But it's a really cool piece of memorabilia, that. But yeah, and hopefully, by next time we upload, or maybe the time after, we'll have the Cop shop. We're going to go from the Cop to the shop, and we're going to have a updating shop where you guys can buy our background. We're going to have signed shirts, we're going to have signed boots, literally what I said, everything, and you can buy it. You at home can buy our background. It's a good idea. It's a good it's a great thing to buy your favourite podcasts merch. I guess it's not our merch, it's Liverpool's merch, but I guess we're making it our merch. I don't know. Anyway, move that a bit. Glad to have you back. Right, Jeff Bezos. I think let's just start with Jeff Bezos. I don't know what I feel about it. Obviously, loads of people have been on about it as if it's the worst thing to ever happen to Liverpool Football Club, the worst thing that could ever happen to such a working class team, and the monetization and the commerciality of football is getting to that working class team, and oh no, it's gonna ruin the football club. In some respects, yeah, it's not exactly what Liverpool's about. But not to say that we haven't had money in the past. Like, sure, our owners haven't been financially the greatest in the league. There's always been the one-ups. We've not been at the top ever for like the most money in the league, but we do have a lot of money. Look at season ago, Alexander Isak, Ekatike, the amount of players we brought in, Florian Wirtz. We literally brought in like more than most teams could do, and if we get Bradley Barcola and Mbai, as well as the other signings this season, is like Ronald Araujo, I think people are underestimating Liverpool's financial situation. People are thinking, oh, they're meant to be this working class team who works for the city and doesn't spend money and all this, but I just think when Klopp was at the wheel, there was no need to spend that much money, because what he did with it was smart. He would buy the really low players and like the low age, the low skill level, and he sometimes, like Van Dijk, spent a good hefty amount of money on them, but in other cases, like Sadio Mane, he doesn't spend that much on him, and they grow and grow and grow and turn out to be one of the best players in the world. But with Slot and probably Iraola, they haven't got that wonder kid material. Like they can't. Well, I don't know about Iraola because obviously he's quite new to not just the Liverpool job, but managing as a whole. Like he hasn't been kicking about for that long, especially in the top leagues, like in the main scale, like borderline like household name. He hasn't been that for a while. Only recently when Bournemouth had been being good was when he did get more popular. So I can't talk about him, but for Slot anyway, he thought that he would buy his way to the victory. And I know he didn't in the first season because it was already a proven good, decent side. But the second season, I think he wanted to carry it on, and he spent a lot of money, and obviously didn't work out. That's what some people are saying, because Jeff Bezos is going to come in, they're not going to do as well because, money. In the past, when we spent loads of money, we haven't been doing the best in that season anyway. Look at the both trophy winning sides haven't exactly spent that much money in them. And in the most recent one, we had one signing, Federico Chiesa. That was it. So with money, is this going to change the way that we are as a team? Because that's what people are saying. But I personally believe that Liverpool have money. They just know how to spend it. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're one of the most successful clubs in the world of all time. We're going to have money. That's what people aren't getting. And we're meant to be the working class team, but it's never really been that much of a working class team. The people who support it, sure, yeah, sure. Not like we support Tranmere Rovers or something. But yeah, I think they do have money. Some people are saying it's going to be great. On paper, great. Bunch of billionaires, Indian billionaires, American billionaires. The third richest man of all time. Third richest man at the moment. Not of all time. The founder of the Amazon, where everything news. I think we need to be careful. Because we need to just be careful, because if we're going to go around and say, like, it's going to be called the Amazon Anfield or something, no. Please, no. Like, people have said that he's not going to be on the board. He's not going to have any executive decisions. He's not going to have any decisions. It's more of a financial, almost like a bet, like a investment that he's probably going to make more money out of it in the end. That's more of what it is. It's not, but I do see eventually that organisation is going to take over, because realistically, FSG hasn't been great for the past few years. They just haven't. They've been okay. They've been solid. They've been a good owner. They have not been a great owner. And that is the main turning point, I think, is when they realise, oh, having this money's doing great for us. We may as well sell it all. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they are money hungry. They will be. So we'll just have to wait and see. It is just a waiting game. We'll just have to see. It's not going to be like this season. Like, how are we going to do on the pitch? It's more like how we run our money, how that affects the game, and how that affects further decisions down the line. Like, are they going to change Anfield's name? Are they going to change the logo? Are they going to change the name of the club? Are they going to change the stand names? Are they going to have the Amazon stand? Do you know what I mean? Like, all that is the dodginess of it. Personally, I think it's good. Having some extra funds in there makes us be able to spend money on them Alexander Isaks and not feel as bad when they don't perform. It means that we can actually win players. And look a few years ago when we were terrified to spend money. Like, Leiva and Caicedo, all in the summer. We flopped. We bottled it. All because we were scared to go that extra mile and pay that 70 mil when we, in the past, offered like 60, something like that. And, oh boy, imagine Caicedo. playing in a Liverpool shirt. I think he would have been insane. But I do like Gravenberch. Gravenberch is good. Gravenberch is good. Yeah. So we will just have to see with Jeff Bezos and it's not going to be an immediate effect. It's going to be probably 5 or more seasons. And it just depends on the FSG and how willing they are to sell it to them. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Nice little segment and a segue into Newcastle versus Liverpool. When I'm filming this, no Premier League games. Oh, the Arsenal game has played. Okay. I think it's going to be a bit of a slow run for Liverpool in the first bit of the season. I think it won't be immediately amazing. His tactics have been immediately great and it's going to be amazing, but it's just going to have to be, we have to wait. I know it seems like it's a waiting season every single season. Last year it was, we have to wait for the new signings to settle in, the too good. Do you know what I mean? Or like the two, like they're not experienced in this type of setup, or like the season prior. We just have to wait for this one because it's a new manager, new tactics. It'll take a while for him to settle in. And again, this season, but it's not like the new tactics are completely foreign to these players. It's just that Arne Slot has not enforced it as much as Iraola will. And this is where I think it will struggle. We saw it with Bournemouth. They were terrible when he first got in charge. They weren't good at all. One of Bournemouth's worst seasons in a couple of years at the time. And I don't think it will be as tragic with Liverpool because of just the players that we have. It's a really strong side. So I think for this Newcastle game, 2-2. Newcastle have been awful. But I think it's like us, and it's like Alexander Isak to bottle it against his former team. It's like Newcastle's almost like a rival for us. They are like our biggest non-local rival. They just have been for a while, I think. The stuff always goes down when we're there at St James's Park as well. I think it depends. That's the thing. It depends on what we're going to play, who we're going to play, and how we're going to play it. Great analysis from Jonah there. But we just have to see, because I genuinely cannot tell you an accurate prediction because I have not seen him play that much. That was so weird. I just said like a seagull, like die. Anyway, it will be quite. Yeah, we just need to see, because we haven't seen Newcastle play that much. We haven't seen Liverpool play that much. We haven't seen them play at each other in a while. Obviously, new managers. We'll just have to see. I'm going to say 2-2 though, because I think both teams have something to prove. Both teams have a lot to prove, and both teams have a lot to show the fans and to promise them that this will be a good season for them. Newcastle obviously were awful last season. I think they could finish. They could be a Spurs. I think that's my prediction. That's my should I do that? 3 rogue predictions for this season. I think 1. I think Newcastle will be the new Spurs. I think they'll 16th, 17th. Do you know what I mean? Like, they'll be pushing relegation again, just really far down the table, just like Spurs. I think Spurs will do good. I'm talking top 6. I'm talking. I don't mean like really good, like top 4. I mean like top 6. I think that's reasonable. And my 3rd, Hull City will not get relegated. Hull will be the best promoted team. Everyone's kind of saying the opposite. Quite a lot of people are saying like they're going to be terrible, but I've just got a feeling. Hull are going to do it. They're going to survive. It won't be by a lot. It won't be like they're going to finish like 12th or something. It'll be scraping it, but I think they'll do it. Why not? It gives us something new. Yeah, so they're my 3 Rogue takes. And then we've got Liverpool. I think they'll finish third. I think we'll. No, I think we'll finish second. I think second, we can do it. Arsenal will. Arsenal with it. Liverpool second. Hmm. I think City fourth. Villa third. Is that too crazy to say? Am I deluded? Am I absolutely stupid? You let me know in the comments. Yeah. Also, if you want to see anything in the background, if you want to see anything that we do, if you want to see a different style of content, I was thinking of doing maybe some reaction content to like football and Liverpool videos and stuff like that. Anything like that. Street interviews. Got a few of them coming soon. um. Yeah, all that. Let me know. Let me know in the comments or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram's here if I can be bothered to put it up. It'll be in the description. Yeah, so let me know down below in the comments. Okay, if we get Bradley Barcola, if we get him, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I think it genuinely might be like really good. I'm talking like he will be good for us. Like the impact that Doué had on PSG, the impact that Haaland had on Man City, the impact that Mohamed Salah had on us. I see it. We saw in the World Cup. I saw in the World Cup anyway. He's good. He's so good. He's a great player. He can dribble the ball really well. He's really quick. He can have a shot. He's really good. I think it won't be as good as if we got Diamande. But at the same time, I think he has more to prove than Diamande. Diamande was a rising star. He was the one. He was the next Lamine Yamal. He was going to be the one. It feels like Bradley Barcola is almost a failed version, if you know what I mean. It's almost like Ansu Fati. I genuinely believe if, instead of Brighton, if someone like us, or someone like City, or Arsenal, someone like that, brought in Ansu Fati when he was like leaving for Brighton, I think he would have stepped up. I think he would have been insane. I think he would have been a good player. Same almost with Bradley Barcola. Obviously, it's not the same because he's a lot better of a player. But I think he will be good. And if we can get him by as well, oh, the Lincolnshire. Oh. We do need a lot of players. And like going into the season, we're like, we need a striker, we need a right wing, we need a left wing, we need a goalkeeper. Not a goalkeeper, we need a centre back, we need a good right back who doesn't have to play right wing back. We need all this. We need another centre mid just for the depth, but we don't need another centre mid because we keep buying a centre mid and all this. We need a winger. That's the only bit that we don't have right now that like we can live without. That we can't live without. Sorry, a winger. And I think Bradley Barcola is the answer to that. We need him. We don't need anyone else really. We just need him. We're sound on centre backs now. Okay, hear me out. Losing Canate and us selling Canate was a really bad decision. You've got to just hear me out here. I think this season we'll really notice how much we depended on Canate. Yes, people were always saying like, oh, he never steps up. He's always a bad centre back for us. But I really do believe that we will see the difference in this Liverpool side. Like, people always like to slate him. But I genuinely believe that he was the missing piece. He's going to be the missing piece this season. I think losing him is going to be a lot worse than we expect. Because we've brought in a replacement, Ronald Araujo. But I think Canate and Van Dijk Linkership was great. And I think he did a lot more than people think, Canate, for the club. And he what I think we won't notice it until he does leave and we play our first match, and maybe a few matches in we'll realise he was keeping us good in defence. Van Dijk's old, and I know it's sad to say, he's not on his A game anymore. He's not the best that he can be. He's still a good centre back, but you need a strong linkership until he retires, I think. You need someone that he's played with. You need someone that's played with him. Not many centre backs are like Van Dijk, and it takes quite a while to adapt to that. And Canate just adapted to it, and it's too late in Van Dijk's career for Ronaldo Araujo to be stepping up and adapting to playing alongside Van Dijk, because he's not like anyone else, and you do need to adapt to someone like Van Dijk. And is it going to be like too late before Ronaldo Araujo can adapt to playing with Van Dijk, and is our defence going to be bad again because it's an adapting season for him? I don't know. But like, I think we are going to miss him. And no one's really talking about it right now, but he did do a lot. He was a good centre-back for us, and he was always there. You have Joe Gomez, who's either injured or just not playing, but Canate was there when you needed him. I don't know, let me know in the comments like what you think, but I do believe he was the one holding the defence up. Okay, now we're going to go into what happened last season. What did happen last season, and why we were just so bad. Why were we having such a lackluster season compared to the season prior, and even the season prior? I need to get my glasses on. That is better. No. Okay, here we go. What was happening at Liverpool? The truth. Okay. It is safe to say that Liverpool were not playing up to standards at all. But why? Fans all across the world are creating these excuses to why we were terrible. Left, right and centre. Why aren't Liverpool playing like the old Liverpool? As these conspiracies, yes, could be true, there's a blatantly obvious one that I'm seeing. And I'm going to take you through it today in this episode of From the Cop to the Couch. We're going to go back to Klopp's final season at Liverpool. The 23-24 season. After a lackluster season prior, finishing 5th and getting defeated quite embarrassingly out of the Champions League in a 6-2 round of 16 game against Real Madrid, Liverpool fans were not expecting much from the 24-25 season. The biggest issue from the season was the midfield. And due to that, Klopp had a vision of what he wanted in the midfield. There came a complete revolutionary change in Liverpool's midfield with 4 new midfielders, 4 in one season. This meant that a lot of current squad players had to depart. This included club legend, both club legends such as an ageing but still performing James Milner to Brighton. He's playing really well. And Jordan Henderson to the Saudi League, and similar to Fabinho, and most critically, in my opinion, Bobby Firmino. These and others, such as Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain leaving, meant that if these new players did not perform, Klopp completely ruined Liverpool due to them basically having 0 backups other than these 4 players. Szoboszlai was the biggest of the 4 transfers, being known for his sharp penalties at the time and high set-piece conversion rates. This was not utilised as much as it could while Klopp was there, having players like Trent take free kicks, obviously now Sobbo being the one of the best free kick takers in the world. Gravenberch was bought in from Bayern to be, that holding but attacking defensive midfielder. if that makes sense. And he's shown he showed greatness from the beginning for Liverpool. So did Alexis McAllister, who still sparks up the Premier League today. Wataru Endo was also brought in to be that backup midfielder, but later proved to be crucial for Liverpool's success the next season. Okay, so what does this have to do with Liverpool's flopping, horrible season of 2026? Just hold in with me. Trust me, it all makes sense in the end. So Klopp announced that he was leaving Liverpool in January, which led to a season of speculation and dread. Klopp was more than a legend for Liverpool. He was the biggest hero since Paisley. He brought us our first ever Premier League, our 6th Champions League, and so many more silverware, almost a trophy a season. This announcement led to fans absolutely devastated. Liverpool finished 3rd that season with another quite lacklustre performance of a season, despite the extra motivation to give Klopp a great send-off. But Klopp was off, and with him went Thiago and long-serving Joel Matip. In came Arne Slot. Arne Slot started his Liverpool career by bringing in Federico Chiesa and kind of signing Mamardashvili, but barely really signing him because he actually signed him, but then he was on loan to his club that he went. It was confusing. Anyway, Arne Slot didn't just make a good first impression, he smashed the Premier League. When I say smashed, he devoured it, winning the whole thing and bringing the first Premier League trophy to Merseyside since lockdown. The first ever one in front of a crowd. The second ever Premier League title for Liverpool. Arne Slot was the talk of the town and was the biggest conversation in England at the time. No one ever wins the Premier League in their first season. Unless you're, Jose Mourinho. Or Carlo Ancelotti. There's 4, okay. There's 4, but it's still very impressive. He was the first in years to do it in his first season, with fans placing him on the same level with Klopp and Shankly. There's a famous scarf I saw people have at the parade which literally had Slot in the middle of the greatest managers like Klopp. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. I had a bit of a technical difficulty, and basically half my recording was lost. So we are back. So yeah, as I was saying, there's a famous scarf that I saw people have at the parade, which literally had Slot in the middle of some of the greatest managers the club has ever had, like Klopp, Shankly, Paisley, and I think it was Benitez. Like, this was how much Liverpool fans would trust in Slot, and had so much faith in him due to literally him walking the league in his first season. Going in to the 25 and 26 season, though, it seemed like everything was going wrong for not just Liverpool, but for the world of football.
We've got some incredibly tragic news, and that is that Liverpool and Portugal forward Diogo Jota has died in a car accident in Spain.
Sky Sports News have received confirmation of Jota's death from the Guardia Civil in Zamora, where the accident took place. He was 28 years old.
On the 3rd of July, 2025, Diogo Jota and his brother Andre were driving in the car days after his wedding, in which they were both involved in a devastating crash, which led them to both being dead. This news shocked the world of football, and it was so sudden. Personally, I remember waking up at around 10 a.m. at the time, and my mate texted me saying, "Oh, I hope you're okay, mate," whatever. I just thought he was being nice, to be honest, but no. Until I saw the news, turned on the news and saw the headline, it killed me. It did. It hit the world so unexpectedly and made everyone realise how much more important life is than football, and opened the eyes to many that it is just a game. At the end of the day, it is just a game. For Liverpool, though, this was incredibly terrible. as Liverpool were on a high, with them literally being Premier League champions and had just sold their best attackers, pretty much, Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez, which meant that they had a very big hole in the team. A very big hole to fill. And this time it was, it was impossible to fill, with Diogo Jota being such a great friend to all the players and even the staff, and just being a really great bloke on and off the pitch. The 25-26 summer transfer window was more than eventful for Liverpool. Them bringing in world record transfers. I'm just going to name every single signing that happened in Liverpool last summer. Buckle up. Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, Hugo Ekitike, Rio Engamoa, Trey Neone, Calvin Ramsey, Leone, Mamadashvili, kind of, because he was kind of like already signed. Kind of. There's so many more, but Liverpool spent so much money on all these, but most significantly was a British transfer record signing of Alexander Isak. After smashing it up for Newcastle and becoming one of football's biggest traitors, Isak was wearing a Liverpool shirt. After the departures of Liverpool in the 25-26 season, they were also huge, such as legends like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Luis Diaz, players like Kwanzaa, Darwin Núñez, Harvey Elliott, Tsimikas, and more. Going in to the 25-26 playing season, Liverpool were in eyes of winning the double Premier League 2 in a row and breaking all sorts of world records, and Arne Slot being renowned as one of the greatest managers, breaking so many records, typically money related. Where did it all go wrong? How did a club of so much stature and so much potential drop to no more than a massive flop? The season started with results, but barely. Last minute winners and leaving games till the very last minute was a reoccurring theme at Liverpool, with moments such as Rio Engamoa's goal against Newcastle. That was the strategy, it seemed. All good as long as you're winning the games, I guess. As the season carried on, teams started to patch up on Arne Slot's tactics. Arne Slot's slow build up and hit them on the counter attack. Surely, as a Premier League manager and a man who got so much love in the media for his teams and his tactics, surely you would change after, teams had the advantage of knowing what your tactics would be. No. Arne Slot seemed like he had no clue going into some of them games, going further into the season and picking some really questionable tactics and playing Gakpo every match, no matter how good or bad or crap he was. No matter how many times you play Gakpo Slot, he's not going to go out with you. He's not going to sleep with you, Slot. Genuinely, I don't know what you're expecting, but mate, it's not that type of club. It's not that type of game. It's not that type of club. All of this speculation and rumours about Liverpool's demise are fair enough. I mean, they had a huge fall off and it was quite a flop, but people need to remember, the players have lost a best friend. A manager has lost their final piece in the puzzle. The fans have lost their own. And I think no matter what, no matter the fact that we finished 5th in the season in a disappointing season, I think overriding compliments need to go out to the players and staff who have performed decently. Still a top club has performed decently for a football club despite the killing of such a crucial person in their life. Imagine going to work or school or anything every day of your life with your best friend. Your best friend. And then they just die. Imagine all the years you've been at the club, they just die. Suddenly. This is what we're dealing with here. It's hard to imagine, but this would have been it would have had such a detrimental effect and impact on the players and their performance and the staff. That and bloody playing Gakpo. And going into the 26-27 season, Iraola needs to step up. He's got something to prove. He's got to show the fans that Liverpool Football Club is not a joke. It's not a flop. It's not some club who's a massive flop after winning the title. We're not. Why don't we just bloody win it? Why don't we just bloody go out there and fight for our lives? Why don't we just go out there and win the entire thing? Just do it. Why not? Who's stopping us? No one. Maybe City. Maybe Arsenal. Maybe Villa. Maybe Chelsea and... No one. Why don't we just go out there, pour our hearts into this football club and think, what does this football club mean to us? And go on that pitch and absolutely demolish every single opposition and do it for Jota. Do it for Jota, do it for the world of football that doubted you. Do it for the world of football that made fun of you for losing your best friend. Why not? Just do it. For yourself. I'll see you in the next episode, guys, where we will have Chef Dave on. Sat right there. And we'll talk about From the Cop to the Shop. A huge new invention in From the Cop to the Couch. I'll see you later. But for now, you'll never walk alone. Peace.